But again, we're cracking right into Motivational Monday. So this is where we want to tackle some of the mindset challenges, the actionable strategies to kind of get us going for the week. So today, I want to start with a question. Have you ever been completely overwhelmed by a goal or a task? Maybe you've got too much on your plate, projects at home, health changes that you want to make, responsibilities piling up, and you just feel like you're spinning your wheels. And you might think, what's the point? It's just too much. But here's the truth. And I want you to hold on to this today. You don't need to solve everything right now. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to focus on the next 10 minutes. So this mindset has been a game changer for me, for the clients that I talk to in the gym, and anyone who's really ever felt paralyzed by overwhelm. So today I'm going to show you how we can put this into practice, why it works, and how those tiny 10-minute actions can really change your life. So let's break this down. Why do we get stuck in the first place? And I see this in my own life, in the gym, in the lives of our clients. Why do we get stuck in the first place? And you've probably experienced at least one of these little culprits before, maybe even all of them. And that's okay. Because recognizing why we're getting stuck is the first step to actually getting unstuck. So let's dig in. Have you ever stood at the bottom of a mountain and maybe you've just looked at this massive to-do list and thought, there's no way I can do all this? And here's why this happens. We're wired to look at the entire picture of what needs to get done, which can be incredibly intimidating. So when you focus on the big final outcome, your brain immediately starts to really calculating how much work it's going to take to get it all done, how long it's going to take, and whether you're even going to succeed. It's already calculating that. So think of like your health goals. If you're trying to lose weight, you might think, I need to lose 30 pounds. And you immediately feel defeated. Instead, if you broke it down to what can I do in the next 10 minutes to support my health, you'll have an entry point like walking or prepping one healthy meal. At work, you can look at a huge report or a presentation. It can make you freeze. But focusing on just that first little step, maybe writing the opening line or gathering a piece of data, makes it manageable. How about just cleaning the house? I mean, who hasn't looked around at a messy house and thought, I don't know where to start? But what if you said, I'm just going to clean one room for 10 minutes? That's doable. So when you focus on the whole picture, your brain really perceives it as a threat. And it says, this is too much, I can't handle it at all. Overwhelm is your brain trying to protect you from failure or exhaustion, but it ends up paralyzing us instead. So how do we beat overwhelm? Well, one, we've got to stop looking at the big goal and just ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do in the next 10 minutes? Shrink that task to its smallest possible piece and start there. The mountain is climbed one step at a time. You don't need to conquer it today. Just take the first step. This is the same scenario that we talk about in the gym, being just touch the wall, the smallest action. So number one, overwhelm. Stop looking at the whole mountain. Number two, perfectionism. So here's the second reason that we get stuck. This is a sneaky one because on the surface, it seems like a good thing. Who wouldn't want to do things perfectly, you know? But here's the reality. Perfectionism keeps you waiting. It convinces you that you can't really start until everything is perfectly lined up. The perfect plan, the perfect time, the perfect motivation. And since perfect doesn't exist, you end up never starting at all. I mean, we say that we wait a lifetime to accomplish something that just takes actually about an hour to get going. We just need that first bit of motivation. So the common signs of perfectionism is you say things like, I'll start my diet on Monday when I can do it perfectly. Then Monday comes and you're not ready, so you push it off. You spend hours researching the perfect workout routine, but never actually start exercising. You tell yourself, I need to wait until I have more time, energy, resources to begin. It's really just fear of failure in disguise. It's the fear of not doing something well enough. So instead of taking an imperfect action, you do nothing. So how do we overcome perfectionism? Well, we have to remind ourselves, done is better than perfect. A messy workout is better than no workout. A half-written draft is better than a blank page. So again, set a timer for 10 minutes. Give yourself permission to do the task badly for 10 minutes. You'd be surprised how far you can get, and chances are it won't be nearly as bad as you think. So I've had clients who wanted to get healthier but spend months researching the perfect diet. And I talk to them and I tell them, forget perfect. Just eat one healthier meal today. That's it. And she did. And that small step broke her paralysis, and now she's consistently improving her nutrition because it's about progress, not perfection. This wins every time. Progress over perfection. And that goes to the third reason why we get stuck. Slow results. It's one of those biggest momentum killers is just not seeing results fast enough. I mean, we live in an instant gratification world. We want our food, we hit the drive-thru. We want entertainment, we stream it instantly. If we want results now, whether it's weight loss, strength, success at work, we expect it to happen now. So when the results don't show up immediately, we start feeling like our effort isn't worth it. We think, what's the point? I'm not getting anywhere anyways. But here's the truth. The most meaningful results take time. You don't build muscle overnight, you do it rep by rep. You don't lose weight overnight, you do it meal by meal, day by day. You don't become successful in a career or other action. It takes years of consistency and effort. So think of the small actions like a drop of water in a bucket. At first, it doesn't look like much. But if you keep adding drops, eventually that bucket fills up. So again, a client of mine who was frustrated after 2 weeks of walking 10 minutes a day. They hadn't lost any weight. I told them, you're not just walking for today. You're building the habit. You're building momentum. The results will come, but the habit comes first. So sure enough, after a month, they started to see changes, but it all started with those tiny, small daily efforts. So how do you stay motivated when the results are slow? Well, one, focus on what you can control, the effort, not the outcome. Celebrate small wins. Did you show up for 10 minutes today? That's a win. Did you drink more water? That's progress. Remind yourself, small actions lead to big results. Consistency compounds over time. So it's not about seeing results overnight. It's about creating the habits that make success inevitable. So the next 10 minutes may give you instant results. Or not. Probably not. But they're the building blocks for your future success. It's important that you just take those 10 minutes and start initiating movement. So let's dive into the next 10 minutes. Here's what I mean. Stop thinking about the big, overwhelming picture. Just commit to the action for 10 minutes. Why does this work so well? Well, it shrinks the task. The idea of working out for an hour might feel impossible, but 10 minutes, we can do it. It starts building momentum. The hardest part of any task is starting. So once you get moving, your brain shifts and you realize, hey, this isn't too bad. Action creates energy. And then the third one, it reduces stress and overthinking. You stop obsessing over the big outcome and focus on the process. 10 minutes removes the pressure. So this is really a beautiful approach to help you get out of your head and into action. So right now, I want you to try this out. You can grab a notebook, a notes app, whatever. But you should write down one area of your life that you feel stuck. It could be fitness, work, relationships, or something that you've been avoiding. Now write down one small action you can take in the next 10 minutes. Don't overthink it. What's something small you can do right now to move forward? Are you thinking of something right now? Great. Challenge yourself to write it down. Because after this call today, I want you to set a timer. I want you to spend the next 10 minutes doing that one thing. Don't wait. Just take action. That's all it takes. So again, this is an important mind shift. Progress beats perfection every single time. And here's what I want you to remember. Perfection is the enemy of action. Done is better than perfect. A 10-minute walk is better than no walk at all. One healthy meal is better than terrible meals. Writing one email is better than staring at your inbox all day. It's not about perfect. It's about showing up. So overall, I've covered a ton today in a short amount of time, but here's your challenge. Right after this call, I want you to set a timer for 10 minutes. Take one small action that moves you forward. It doesn't matter how small. What matters is you do it. Maybe it's walking outside for 10 minutes. Maybe it's prepping one healthy meal. Maybe it's finally making a phone call or just starting the project that you wanted to do. Whatever it is, take action, because here's the truth. The next 10 minutes are everything. They're the difference between staying stuck and moving forward. But here's the thing, you've got this. Don't wait for the perfect moment, just start now. So overall, thanks for joining me for Motivational Monday. I hope this call resonated with you. So if it did, share it with a friend who might need this reminder. I created another YouTube page that's just personal to my content. So that's where you'll find this one. You can then share that to anybody that you want to. I'm going to be putting other things in 2025 in there, from tips, tricks, wellness, fitness, recipes, anything. Anything that I like to do, I'm going to throw in there to share with you. So check it out. You can even subscribe to that as well. But overall, thanks for sharing this time with me, Motivational Monday. Remember, the next 10 minutes could start something amazing. So keep showing up, take those steps, and I'll see you next time.